Hello everyone, good morning. I would like to discuss today's topic as abstract data type. In short, it is known as ADT. ADT stands for abstract data type. Basically, what do you mean by ADT? It is a type for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of value and a set of operations. The definition of ADT only mentions what operations are to be performed, but it does not mention how these operations will be implemented. It does not specify how data will be organized in memory and what algorithms will be used for implementing those operations. The process of providing only the essential and hiding the detail is known as abstraction. In other words, ADT just tells us what is to be done, but it does not give an idea regarding how it is to be done. In other words, all implementation details are kept as hidden. Once again, I repeat the concept of ADT. ADT, it stands for abstract data type. It is a type for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of value and a set of operations. The definition of ADT only mentions what is to be done, but it does not mention about how it is to be done. All implementation details are kept as hidden. It does not specify how data will be organized inside memory, as well as it does not specify about which algorithms to be used for implementing the operation. The process of providing only the essential and hiding the detail is known as abstraction. Now we will see how stack is implemented as an ADT, as well as we will see how queue is implemented as an ADT. So let us see how stack can be implemented as an ADT. As I already have discussed, ADT, it does not mention about it sorry, just now I have explained what about ADT. ADT just mentions what is to be done. It does not mention about how it is to be done. All implementation details are kept as hidden. Now here we have to represent stack as an ADT. In the previous lecture we have seen the concept of the stack. Basically, what do you mean by stack? Stack is a data structure in which the element which is inserted last is come out first. Therefore, stack is known as LIFO kind of data structure, that is last in first out kind of data structure. And we have seen there are two major possible operations on this stack: push operation and pop operation. To insert element into the stack is known as push operation, while to remove the element from the stack is known as pop operation. But while pushing element into the stack, we have to check whether stack is full or not. If stack is full, you cannot insert element to the stack. Similarly, while popping out element from this stack, you have to check whether stack is empty or not. If it is empty, if it is not empty, then only you can pop the element from this stack, but if it is empty, you cannot pop element. So what are the possible operation? Push operation, which insert an element at one end of the stack, which is called top of the stack. So second operation is pop operation, which remove and return the element at the top of the stack if it is not empty. Then size operation, which returns number of elements in the stack. It's empty operation, which returns true if stack is empty, otherwise it returns false. And its full operation, it returns true if stack is full, otherwise it returns false. So once again I repeat, while implementing stack as an ADT, okay, we have to identify what are the possible operations that we can carry out on this stack. First operation is push operation. Push operation is nothing but it is to insert element into the stack, but while pushing we have to check whether stack is full or not. So we have one more operation, is full operation. If stack is full, we can't push element onto the stack. Similarly, pop operation is to remove the element from this stack, but when you can pop, for popping we have to check whether stack is empty or not. So we have one more operation, is empty operation, if which returns true if stack is empty, otherwise it returns false. And when stack is empty, when stack is not empty, you can pop element, otherwise you can't pop. Okay, so these are the possible operation. Push operation, which insert element at one end, called top of the stack. Pop operation, which remove and return the element from the top of the stack if it is not empty. Size operation, it returns the number of elements in this stack. Is empty, it returns true if stack is empty, otherwise it returns false. Its full operation, it returns true if stack is full, otherwise it returns false. So here I have mentioned the stack as an ADT. Just I have listed out possible operations on this stack. All implementation details are kept as hidden. While this is another example to represent Q as an ADT. I already have told the concept of the Q. Q is a data structure in which element which is inserted at the first, it's come out first, therefore it is known as FIFO kind of data structure, first in first out. So what are the possible operations on the queue? There are two major possible operations. NQ operation means to insert element inside queue, and DQ operation to remove element from the queue. But while enqueuing an element inside queue, you have to check whether queue is full or not. If queue is full, you cannot insert element or you cannot enqueue element into the queue. And while removing element, you have to check whether queue is empty or not. If queue is not empty, then only you can perform DQ operation, but if queue is empty, you cannot perform DQ operation. So list of possible operations are NQ, which insert an element at the end of the queue. DQ operation, remove and return the first element of the queue if the queue is not empty. Size operation, return the number of elements in the queue. Is empty operation, it returns true if queue is empty, otherwise it returns false, and is full operation, it returns true if queue is full, otherwise it returns false. In this way, here I have listed only possible operations of the queue. All implementation details are kept as hidden. So once again I repeat, queue as an ADT. Possible operation on queue are NQ and DQ. NQ means to insert element inside queue. DQ means to remove element from the queue. But when you can NQ if queue is not full. If queue is full, you cannot perform NQ operation. Similarly, while dequeuing element, you have to check whether queue is empty or not. If queue is not empty, then only you can dequeue element from the queue. But if queue is empty, you cannot perform dequeue operation. So possible operations are NQ operation, dequeue operation, size operation, it's empty and it's full. In this way, here I have listed possible operations. Okay, all implementation details are hidden. In this way, in this lecture we have seen what do you mean by an ADT. Also we have seen an example of stack as an ADT as well as queue as an ADT. Thank you.